I love to bake, and I know a lot of people who don't necessarily love to cook, but they love to bake. So I want to talk to you a little bit today about some of our baking pans. Not all of them because we have a lot, but I just want to talk about some of them. So this is our mini loaf pan. Like, isn't this the cutest thing ever? I love the color on the back, so it's something that you can actually decorate your kitchen with. But I will use this mini loaf pan to make mini banana bread, zucchini bread, pumpkin bread, things like that. And then what I'll do is I'll freeze them, I'll wrap them in foil individually, then put a bunch in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, put them in the freezer, and then anytime I need to supplement dinner a little bit or we want just something different for breakfast, I'll grab a couple of those out. They're really small, so they're easy to cut through frozen, and then they thaw within like 10 or 15 minutes. So, love the mini loaf pan. This is another fun one. It's got that great color on the back as well. This is our mini bundt cake pan, or our mini fluted cake pan. So there are so many recipes online for fluted cakes, and now you can make them mini. So there's just something about having your own mini dessert, which is a lot of fun. Gotta love this, the donut pan. Got that great color on the back as well. One of my favorite recipes is an apple cinnamon donut. You can find that on our website. But so much healthier than going to the store and buying donuts or going through the drive-thru and getting donuts that way. You can have them anytime you want. My sister likes to double recipes because her boys love the homemade donuts so much. This is our snack bar maker. Right now it's got the lid on it. So this is a lot of fun for, think homemade granola bars, homemade candy bars. My son loves to fill these with milk chocolate or dark chocolate and then do like mini marshmallows, craisins, nuts, all sorts of things. And because they're individual, if you've got a lot of kids, they can each do their own little well. And it's silicone, so they're real easy to pop out. This is the waffle stick pan. How fun is that? Really easy to fill. Now you have individual waffle sticks, and this is a lot easier to clean than the waffle machine. Now, my two favorites, the brownie pan. Love this to make Reese brownies. What I'll do is put a scoop of brownie batter, a Reese cup upside down, and then another scoop of brownie batter. You can do in the middle Oreos, cut up Snickers, peppermint patties, really anything, but Reese cup is my favorite. And today I'm actually gonna use the Brownie Bites pan. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? So I love the Brownie Bites pan because I love brownies and I tend to take like the biggest one. And so this really helps with portion control. And when you're feeding a lot of people dessert, it's nice to have just little bite-sized things. And bite-sized desserts are a lot of fun too because you can sample more easily without feeling guilty. So I'm gonna use our kids mixing bowl. Just gonna follow the directions on the box. Gonna use our easy read measuring cups. You just look straight down at the measurement. So I'm adding a little bit more water than it calls for, and I'll explain why in a second. Oil, I always use avocado oil, but you can use whatever kind that you want. I always crack my egg into a separate bowl just in case it's bad, because that actually has happened to me once or twice, and I'm so thankful I cracked it into a separate bowl ahead of time. Otherwise, I would have ruined my whole dish. All right, then the brownie mix. I like Ghirardelli brownie mix. And then the reason I added a little extra water is because I'm gonna add a sprinkle of our pea protein enrichable and a sprinkle of our kale and fiber enrichable, just to give the brownies a little bit of health benefit there. All right, so I'm just gonna mix this up. Now, all of our pans are what's called easy release. So you do want to spray them a little bit just to make everything pop out really, really easily. Now, the only exception would be that snack bar maker, since it is silicone. All right, so this looks good. So you never want to use Pam or Crisco spray on bakeware, stoneware, cookware, because it's going to leave a sticky film. And some of you probably know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to use our kitchen spritzer. This is just straight avocado oil, but again, you can use whatever kind you want. Just going to release any pressure that's already in there. Put the lid on, and then just pump until it gets kind of hard to pump. And you're like, man, this is a workout. So who knew that you could get a workout and bake at the same time? So it's pretty hard. And then it turns it into an aerosol. So I'm just gonna spray each well really quickly. Now this usually does the whole pan, but let's say you had a couple pans you were doing, just twist it, release the pressure, pump it again, and it's ready to go. All right, now, gotta love these scoops. We have the large scoop, the small scoop, and the medium scoop. The medium scoop is like your classic cookie dough size scoop. For this brownie bite pan, I'm gonna use the small scoop. And all I'm gonna do is fill it up, scoop it in. So every single brownie bite is literally the same size. So they're all gonna cook evenly. And on a plate, they're all gonna be the same size, so your kids aren't gonna fight about who got the biggest one. So I'm just gonna keep filling this up, and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven. Now, obviously, since they're smaller, they're gonna cook a lot faster than the directions on the box. So I'm gonna start with 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure from when I did this last time, it's 15, but you always wanna air low. So I'm gonna start with 10, and I may have to add a couple more minutes. But let me know if you have any questions about any of the bakeware that Pampered Chef offers.